Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Rijkaard.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
He's having a pop! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Not the most accurate pass, and it's Szoboszlai. He's gone for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens, it gets pinched. Arsenal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And he was quick to react. Celtic leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. 1-0 the score. And here's Kaka, and here's Batistuta, showing good feet. Zico. And here's Kaka. Gullit. He's on it, can he get away? Pepelu. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And this is Ronald. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, it's hit the post! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Kakitani wins the duel this time. Just eases him off the ball. And that pass isn't the best. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Some really good ball movement. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Rijkaard. Gullit. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Celtic couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Ronaldinho. And here's Batistuta. And that is expertly dealt with. Tomiyasu getting this one clear. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kaka. And it's Batistuta. Kaka has it out wide and in space. Chance for a shot! Yeah, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, he's been big chance! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Arsenal are level. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Here's the whistle then to start the second half. Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Hullet. Szoboszlai. Kakatani. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Kakatani. That's good play. Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And here's Batistuta. Kaka shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Arsenal have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
For this match is 60,100.
Look at the space here. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he latch on to this? It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Hullet. Now he's running away. Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 99.
So we have movement on
Gabriel
both
Batistuta.
benches.
Coming on the field is number 11, Gareth
Now it's
Bale.
Hullet. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And here's Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of... Great chance! It's Zico! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten...
And the shot! He's got a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Hullet. And it's Kaka. Wriggles his way through.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kaká.
Rijkaard. Zico. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
And here's Dovbyk.
Is there any...
Decent chance!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
And that is as far as it goes. Celtic illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
Signore e signori, benvenuti.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things already rolling. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Jordan Henderson. Thiago gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Short changes him with that pass. Ampadu. Applies the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's nice. Szoboszlai finding himself in space. And here's the chance to counter. Still goalless. Now it's Bergkamp. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Adriano. No, that's been intercepted.
Bergkamp really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played. And that was very necessary.
Inter really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Up towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. Tanaka. It's a searching pass. He's having a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And he can thump it away. That has not gone well. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Celtic, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Adriano. And he... Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Incoming delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rice running with the ball. Played out wide. And it's Serginho. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
No second thought, a straight red card.
Celtic are down to 10 men. Jordan Henderson. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Thiago. He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Looking for options for movement. knocks it in. It's Thiago!
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Ampadu has got the wrong side of the referee, and John Shawley! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
That is a shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they had it. Oh, there's the shot!
This possibly the last play of the half.
Chance to shoot! In he goes again! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete!
And that is all they have time for.
Celtic have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal.
The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Celtic are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Gets us going once more. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. I was just lacking in accuracy. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Serginho. Rice. And it's Thiago. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Games hinge on moments like this.
Oh, brilliant stop from Schmeichel.
They get a throw in. Niakate. Well, there's the clearance. That's a sharp pass. Ampadu. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Jordan Henderson, Adriano. Szoboszlai. Desai gets a foot in here. Adriano. Thiago is always scanning the pitch for targets.
81.007 spettatori.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Rice. Gabia. And he can clear it away. Ampadu. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jordan Henderson. This is a promising build-up. That is good alertness.
Referee's given a throw.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Numero 6.
Intercepts the
Thiago.
throw, that's well read.
Numero 27.
Celtic
Numero 41.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need
Il numero
arise.
9. Il numero 18.
Oh, that is asking for
Il numero
trouble.
26. Il numero 15.
Showing great feet there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Celtic now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Can he latch on to this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries a measured ball. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So now the difference is 3.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Bergkamp. Oh, super ball! And he shoots!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has been knocked clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Jordan Henderson. Thuram. And it's Robertson. That is a brilliant interception. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Celtic may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare